Dear AI aspirants, welcome to our channel Alex Tech Projects. We are in the journey of in Python. Now, today we try to see the while loop. Previous sessions we have seen the for loop. A for loop is taking the start value, end value and step size. But in the while loop, we need to provide explicitly initial or start value, condition we need to frame or create, increment or decrement based on the direction we need to frame it. If you did these three, initial value, condition, increment or decrement direction, these steps are equivalent to the for with a range. The block of any code based on the logics we try to do it here. The logic we have created in the for loop we can use here also. These are the two methods. Any piece of any code or any piece of any block of any code, if we want to iterate, we can use the loops. Now let us jump into the examples. Now I am considered I is the initial value, while is the keyword. I am telling I less than 10. So I want to print 0 to 9. This is my condition or this is my requirement. So this is I is equal to I plus 1. So this is the initial value. You can see start condition I less than 10, increment or decrement, this increment and it's a positive direction. What do I need to? Block of any code based on the logic. I want to print what I with end. Yeah. You can see 0 is the initial value, is less than 10, condition is satisfied, so true, printing, incrementing 1, 1 is less than 10. 10 it is taking 10 less than 10, condition is failed, now it is coming out of this one. Yeah, so while this is the condition is end with a colon, and whatever the block of any code you need to write with the 4 spaces, that indentation is a block representing, so it could be an if it could be an for loop, while loop, functions. This indentation 4 spaces we need to follow to say it is a block of any code. Yeah, now let us see how we can do the decrement. Now I want 10 to 1, so now I am creating a 10 and greater than or equal to 1 because I want I, but here I need to say I minus 1. Okay, so first 10 will come, 10 greater than 1, it will try to print 10 minus 1 9, 9 greater than, until 1 less than or equal to 1, condition true, 0 it will become 0 greater than 1, it is a false, so it will try to end the loop there. See, 10 to 1. So like this we can try to do. Whatever the exercises we have done with the for loop, we can also do. So now we can do the multiplication table. For example for 5. So what I am doing is n is equal to 5. The same thing, I is equal to 1, while condition I less than or equal to 10 colon. Now what I need to do? Print f string, sorry, parenthesis, before that f string. Now I need to make a n into I equal to n into I colon. But what I need to do? I is equal to I plus 1, that is increment and with a positive direction. Let us check once again before running, is there any syntax error or not. So now let us run it. So what it is telling, I is equal to 1, I less than, is there printf? Yeah, sorry, print. Yeah, not the printf, it is a print. Yeah, Now you can see this is the multiplication table of NFI. Now I want to print even numbers between 1 to 100. Even numbers only I want to print. So now what can I do? First I value I am initializing to 1, while if you want 100, you put I less than or equal to 100. Next, if I percentile 2, if it is even or odd, this is the condition we are checking. Print, what we are doing is f string colon I, yeah, we can see other, just instead of an f string we can give it as I and comma. We should not forget to give increment, otherwise it will go infinitive loop. The drawback that we tend to forget is the last statement, that is increment or decrement and direction. If not, it will go to the infinite. So it is printed all the even numbers. Now I am taking the same thing. Let us print odd numbers. See here, a simple thing is this condition previously it is equal, now I am making not equal. See, odd numbers is printed. So while loop, the most important thing is initial value is a matter. So this is the initial value here, this is the initial value here, and this is the initial value here, and this is the initial value here. The second one, the condition we need to frame. So I less than 10, so you can print up to 9. I greater than or equal to 1, so I will come to the 1, and I less than or equal to 10, it will come to the 10, and I less than or equal to 100, it will come to the 100, and I less than or equal to 100, it will come. The third one is increment or decrement or direction. I is equal to I plus 1, whether in this I is equal to 0, I is equal to I plus 1, whether we can go to the 10. So like I is equal to 10, I greater than 1, if we are decrement, can we go to the 1? So direction and whether we can reach in that the value, we need to see it. So like this we are framing. These are the three things: initial value, condition value, increment or decrement with positive or negative direction, and the block of the code, what logic you want to write inside this one. The same logic we try to implement in the for loop. Then what is the difference? What is the difference? So if you want to break, I don't want how many iterations it can take it. So in that case, if you're not very sure how many steps or how many iterations you want to reach, then you have the feasibility or you have a choice to use the while. When the condition is satisfied, then you can do the break. Yeah. So this is the one. But I know these many steps it will try to take to reach. Definitely, then you can use the for loop. Okay, you are very certain the number of steps. This is the initial, this is the end, this is the step size. You can see the for loop. I know initial, I know end, but I don't know when. In between some point I can reach. So this is the example. Hope you have understood the concept behind the for loop and while loop. Both at the end generically want to execute the repeated code. That is a common part. If you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. We try to meet in the next video.